What if the key to success isn't doing more, but less? What if everything you're chasing, the job, the house, the lifestyle, is actually pulling you away from what matters most? And what if real success has nothing to do with accumulation, but with alignment? For decades, we've been told that success is about the climb, the hustle, the grind, the endless pursuit of more. We measure achievement by numbers, how much we earn, how much we own, how busy we appear. But what if the ladder we're climbing is leaning against the wrong wall? What if in chasing everything, we've forgotten why we started in the first place? That's where the minimalist mindset steps in, a quiet revolution against chaos. It's not about having less for the sake of it. It's about redefining what enough really means, and discovering that true success comes not from expansion, but from clarity. The minimalist mindset begins with one radical question: what if success could feel peaceful? For most people, that idea sounds impossible. We're used to associating success with stress. Late nights, packed schedules, constant notifications, these have become symbols of importance. We equate exhaustion with effort, busyness with value. But behind all that activity, many of us feel empty. We achieve the next goal only to realize it didn't fill the gap. The minimalist mindset breaks this cycle by asking us to pause and look deeper. It challenges us to measure success not by what we have, but by how we feel while living it. Minimalism doesn't mean stripping your life bare. It means stripping it down to its truth. It's about removing the noise so you can hear your own voice again. When you focus on less, you start to notice what actually matters. Meaningful work, genuine relationships, quiet joy, health and time. These are the foundations of lasting fulfillment. Yet they're often the first things we sacrifice when we chase external markers of success. The minimalist mindset flips that script. It says, choose quality over quantity, purpose over pressure, being over having. Imagine your mind as a desktop screen. Every open tab, every notification, every task is another program running in the background, consuming your energy. Over time, you start slowing down, not because you're incapable, but because your system is overloaded. Minimalism is the process of closing those unnecessary tabs. It's the art of mental and emotional decluttering. You learn to say no, not out of laziness, but out of clarity. You realize that every yes carries a cost. And when you start saying yes only to what aligns with your purpose, your productivity becomes more focused, your days feel lighter, and your definition of success transforms. In the workplace, the minimalist mindset is revolutionary. It rejects the myth that multitasking equals effectiveness. True success doesn't come from doing more things. It comes from doing the right things with presence. Many people waste years working on tasks that look important but lead nowhere. They confuse movement with progress. A minimalist approach means identifying your highest priorities and eliminating the rest. It's the difference between sprinting aimlessly and walking steadily in the right direction. The minimalist professional isn't the one with the fullest calendar, it's the one who knows when to stop. This mindset also transforms how we handle money. Society equates wealth with worth, but minimalism sees money as a tool, not a trophy. It's not about how much you have, it's about how intentionally you use it. You start spending on experiences that enrich your life instead of possessions that clutter it. You learn that financial peace doesn't come from endless growth, but from knowing what's enough. And when you stop comparing yourself to others, your anxiety about falling behind fades away. You realize that contentment is the ultimate currency, and it's one anyone can earn. But minimalism isn't just practical, it's deeply emotional. It teaches you to let go, not just of objects, but of expectations. We carry the weight of perfection, the need to impress, the fear of missing out. The minimalist mindset invites you to drop these burdens. When you do, you discover a kind of freedom that no achievement can buy. You stop trying to perform your life and start actually living it. You become present, not half here, half scrolling, half rushing, but fully awake to the moment. That's where peace begins. This redefinition of success also reshapes our relationships. Many people surround themselves with crowds but still feel lonely. Minimalism teaches that connection isn't about numbers, it's about depth. When you stop spreading your energy thin across superficial ties, you have more to give to the few that truly matter. You start to listen, to understand, to care with intention. You learn that real success isn't being known by many, it's being understood by a few. And in that simplicity, relationships become more genuine and nourishing. The minimalist mindset changes how you approach ambition too. Minimalism doesn't kill ambition, it refines it. It helps you focus your drive on what aligns with your values. You stop chasing goals just because they look good on paper. You start pursuing what makes your soul come alive. When your goals come from clarity instead of comparison, every achievement feels authentic. The stress that once came from trying to keep up disappears, replaced by the quiet satisfaction of living in alignment with your truth. You learn that the greatest success isn't external recognition, it's internal peace. To live with a minimalist mindset, you must confront the illusion of more. The world will constantly tell you that happiness lies in addition. One more promotion, one more gadget, one more upgrade. But if that were true, the people with the most would be the happiest. And we know that's rarely the case. Real happiness is subtraction, removing what doesn't serve you so what's left can shine. When you let go of excess, you create space for presence. When you stop chasing what you don't need, you rediscover what you already have. But minimalism isn't a one-time decision. It's a continuous practice. There will always be temptations, new goals, new distractions, new clutter. The challenge is to stay mindful. Ask yourself regularly, does this add peace or pressure? Does this serve my purpose or steal my energy? The minimalist mindset thrives on awareness, on constantly recalibrating your life towards simplicity and meaning. You start treating your attention like your most valuable resource because it is. Where your attention goes, your life follows. Choose wisely. Minimalism also encourages gratitude. When you strip away what's unnecessary, you begin to appreciate what remains. You no longer overlook the small moments, a quiet morning coffee, a genuine conversation, the comfort of a tidy space. Gratitude grows naturally when life slows down, and gratitude in turn amplifies happiness. The minimalist mindset creates a positive feedback loop. Less clutter brings more clarity brings more gratitude, and gratitude brings peace. It's a subtle, steady transformation, not loud, but lasting. Another profound aspect of this mindset is its ability to align your inner and outer worlds. When your life reflects your values, stress diminishes. Most stress comes from living out of alignment, saying yes when you mean no, chasing what others want instead of what you need. Minimalism brings you back to integrity. You stop splitting yourself between who you are and who you're trying to be. You start living honestly, simply, and fully. That's the essence of real success, when your life feels true to you. Even your surroundings begin to reflect this transformation. A minimalist home isn't empty, it's intentional. Every object has a purpose, every corner breathes calm. The physical space becomes a reflection of mental peace. You walk in and feel lighter because there's no visual noise demanding attention. Your home stops being storage for things and becomes sanctuary for your soul. That's the kind of environment where creativity thrives, ideas flow, and rest feels real. In relationships, work, and self-growth, the minimalist mindset teaches balance. It reminds you that enough is not a limitation, it's liberation. When you stop defining success by accumulation, you start defining it by fulfillment. You realize that life's most meaningful moments are often quiet, not viral, not extravagant, but deeply real. A walk outside, a slow meal, a genuine smile. That's success in its purest form, being alive, aware, and at peace in the moment you're in. The minimalist mindset doesn't promise a perfect life. It promises an authentic one. There will still be challenges, but you'll face them with clarity instead of chaos. You'll still work hard, but you'll work with intention instead of obligation. You'll still grow, but you'll grow toward what matters, not what's trending. Minimalism doesn't take away ambition, it gives it direction. It doesn't shrink your dreams, it distills them into their truest form. In a world that rewards noise, the minimalist mindset rewards stillness. It's about creating space, in your schedule, your home, your mind, for the things that make you feel alive. It's about recognizing that your worth isn't measured by what you produce, but by who you are when everything unnecessary falls away. It's not about becoming less, it's about becoming whole. Imagine waking up in the morning without the weight of endless to-dos or comparisons. Imagine walking through your day with calm focus, knowing what deserves your attention and what doesn't. Imagine going to bed not exhausted from chasing, but fulfilled from simply living. That's the freedom minimalism brings, not by adding more to your life, but by removing what never belonged there in the first place. Redefining success through minimalism is about reclaiming your power to choose. You choose what matters, what stays, what goes. You choose peace over pressure, clarity over clutter, and depth over distraction. You choose to live by your own definition of success, one built not on how much you have, but on how lightly you can live and still feel full. Thank you for watching this video on Think Fresh Daily. If this message inspired you to rethink what success truly means, please like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe to Think Fresh Daily for more insights on living simply, intentionally, and with less stress.